Morning students, coming to the very useful concept. So some part already you know in 10th class. Motion of charged particle in uniform magnetic field. Motion of charged particle in uniform magnetic field. So consider a charged particle q of mass m moving with velocity v, making an angle theta with the uniform magnetic field of induction b. You know very well this parallel beam of line indicates uniform magnetic field. So theta is the angle between velocity of charged particle and magnetic field. Velocity of charged particle and magnetic field. And we know very well automatically force will act on this charged particle. Force will act on this charged particle. उसका derivation जरूरत नहीं, but formula is important. F is equal to BQE sin theta. F is equal to BQE sin theta. Okay, and I told you already theta is the angle between velocity and magnetic field. Vector form F bar is equal to Q of V bar cross B bar. This is the formula. F bar is equal to V bar cross B bar. Okay, so you can understand V bar cross B bar. Here cross product is there. So try to recollect your 11th class knowledge, cross product, how to find cross product. And one more important point here, this force is always in the direction perpendicular to the plane containing V bar and B bar. This is the basic idea of cross product. Force is perpendicular to the plane containing V bar and B bar. So this is the condition here. And the direction of this force can be determined by using Fleming's left hand rule. Using Fleming's left hand rule, you can find out the force direction. Okay, na? So we know very well forefinger. Fleming's left hand rule is there, na? Fleming's left hand rule. So forefinger magnetic field direction, middle finger direction of positive charge. Automatically thumb indicates force direction. So this is already we know in 10th class. So now basing on the case 1, small, very simple case 1. If theta is equal to 0 degree, what is the meaning of theta equal to 0 degree? Particle is moving parallel to the magnetic field. Velocity of the particle is parallel to the magnetic field. Means in the direction, particle moves in the direction of magnetic field. Particle moves in the direction of magnetic field. This is the magnetic field. Charged particle is also moving in the same direction. So angle theta becomes 0. Then force F equal to BQV sine 0 degree. Theta equal to 0 na. So force becomes 0. Force becomes 0 means charged particle before it is coming straight line path, even though entering into magnetic field, again it is moving in the straight line path. So force acting on the charged particle is 0. That means velocity is constant. It is moving with a constant velocity, uniform velocity in the same straight line path. So case 2, if theta equal to 180 degree, 180 degree means velocity of the particle is opposite to the magnetic field. If magnetic field is like this is the magnetic field. Magnetic field is like this, then charged particle is moving opposite like this. So automatically theta equal to 180. So substitute F equal to BQV sine 180. So sine 180 is also 0. 0 into something is 0. So same condition again. So you have to understand this simple condition here. So force is 0 and 0. So this is the minimum force acting on the charged particle. This is the minimum force in both cases. Here also charged particle already started with in the straight line path, then it will continues in the straight line path only. So remember this sentence. So case 2, case 1, case 2, there is nothing, simple words here. Now coming to the case 3, the most important and compulsory, you are going to get the questions and applications on the basis of this thing. Case 3. If charged particle, if a charged particle moves perpendicular to the magnetic field, charged particle moves perpendicular to the magnetic field. Suppose this is the magnetic field here, and the charged particle q is moving perpendicular, velocity is perpendicular like this. Okay, then what about the force and what will happen? Listen carefully. So force F equal to BQV sine theta. Theta means 90 degree. So automatically F is equal to BQV sine 90 is 1. You will get the force acting on the charged particle is BQV. And this is the maximum amount of force acting on the charged particle. This is the maximum amount of force acting on the charged particle. F is equal to BQV. Remember, very interesting point I am going to explain here, and you will get doubts also, so listen carefully. I told you already, this force direction is perpendicular to the velocity and magnetic field plane perpendicular to the velocity and magnetic field. That means, imagine the condition, one example I am going to explain here. There is a magnetic field inside. Imagine, I am saying you can take outside magnetic field also. There is a magnetic field inside like this. This is the inside magnetic field. Okay. So a charged particle is moving like this. Here is a charged particle Q. So tangent drawn, it is moving with velocity v like this. Velocity v. Manlish, everyone try to understand. This magnetic field is B inwards, means into the page, and velocity is like this. Means you have to understand, magnetic field is into the page, like into the plane means there is one axis inside, that is like negative z axis. Okay, and this is called like y axis. It is like y axis, velocity is y axis. And I told you already, F bar is equal to Q of V bar cross B bar. And if you see, so charge Q, velocity is along y axis, I will write J bar. Magnetic field is into the page, I can write minus K bar. Now you have to understand one thing, Q of, this minus you can write minus of J bar cross K bar. What is this J bar cross K bar? We know very well, I, J, K. J bar cross K bar is nothing but I bar. This is a Q of, this is minus is there, I bar. What is this minus I bar indicates? Force is along the negative x-axis direction. Negative x-axis means this is called positive x-axis, this is called negative x-axis. This is called negative x-axis. Okay, so this is the force direction here. Now everyone has to understand. So here force direction is acting like this, negative x-axis, as per my example. That means if charged particle reaches to this place, again force is acting like this. Charged particle reaches to this place, force is acting like this. Charged particle is here, force is acting like this. So that means this force is acting towards the center. So this force is acting towards the center. So this force behaves like a centripetal force. Very important point. The force which is acting towards the center known as centripetal force. So hence the charged particle is revolving in the circular path, and this force is behaving like a centripetal force. So very important point this is. Try to understand why I am writing this force is behaving like centripetal force. So finally this force is equal to centripetal force. Then coming to our 11th class concept, sir, you are saying it is behaving like centripetal force. Automatically the charged particle moves in circular path. This is a very important point. I told you in case 1 and case 2, particle is moving in the straight line path. But in case 3, particle is moving in the circular path. Circular path. Now the questions are, if it is moving in the circular path, what is the radius? What is the time period? What is the frequency? So all these points we have to study right now. Listen carefully, the continuation topic I am writing here. So I told you, try to understand this concept. This force is maximum and this force is behaving like a centripetal force. So F is equal to BQV. This is the formula. F is equal to BQV. So it is behaving like centripetal force. Centripetal force formula is mv square by r. Centripetal force formula is mv square by r. Remember. So VV gets cancelled. mv by r is equal to BQ. R is equal to mv by bq. Everyone has to remember where this R is nothing but radius of this circular path. I told you already, it is evolving in a circle. That radius of circular path is like this. R is equal to mv by bq. Again, in 11th class, we know mass multiplied with velocity is known as momentum P. Mass multiplied with velocity is called momentum P. R is equal to mv by bq. Very, very important. M means mass, V means velocity, B means magnetic field induction, Q means charged particle, charge. So P by BQ. Once again, I will ask you this sentence, keep in mind. Now, if it is revolving in circle, so what is the time taken to complete one revolution? That means a time period. So time taken to complete one oscillation, time period. So what is the formula for time period? Time taken to complete one oscillation. Time is equal to, we know very well, simply distance covered by the velocity of the particle. So T is equal to distance covered is 2 pi r, velocity is v. Substitute this r value here. Substitute this r value. This is 2 pi by v. R is nothing but mv by bq. So vv gets cancelled. T is equal to 2 pi m by bq. So remember this sentence, very, very useful. This is the time period. Okay, time period. And now if you want angular velocity, omega is equal to, I told you these are the basics. In 11th class also, omega equal to pi by t. So this is a 2 pi by t, means reverse hota hai na, 2 pi by t, 1 by t na. So you can write bq by 2 pi m. So 2 pi cancel, this is bq by m. 2 pi cancel, this is omega equal bq by m. Remember, this is a very useful. And linear, this is called angular velocity, also called, this is the time period. This is angular velocity, also called angular frequency. Linear frequency. Linear frequency means n or f or nu, whatever may be, is equal to 1 by time period. 1 by time period. So iska reverse. So frequency is nothing but bq by 2 pi m. So reverse you can write. So this is the point, bq by 2 pi m. So this is the frequency formula. So if you see here, where there is one question which was given in the final exam. So here velocity gets cancelled here. Okay na? So frequency formula may be also one factor is there. So time period and frequency are independent of velocity of charged particle. Here velocity is not there. Here velocity is also not there. Cancel ho gaya na. So time period and frequency are independent of velocity of charged particle. Even though what is the velocity, but it is not depending. Here time period and frequency not depending. So remember this point, very, very useful. Again, coming to this formula, radius r is equal to, coming this formula, radius r is equal to mv by bq, that is p by bq I can write. And if you see, in 11th class I explained kinetic energy equal to p square by 2m. So there is a concept. From this, p is equal to root of 2m into kinetic energy you can write. So here in place of p you can write 2m of kinetic energy whole by bq. This is the point. This is the point, remember. Okay, now this is the point. So squaring on both sides, and then you can find out the kinetic energy here. Squaring on both sides, you can find kinetic energy. So r square equal to 2m into ke by bq. And interesting thing is ke is equal to, here square is there na. So b square q square r square by 2m. This is the kinetic energy in terms of radius. Kinetic energy in terms of radius. I am going to use this equation in next concept, which is very, very, very useful. Cyclotron, one concept is there. Again I will use this concept there again. So this is about motion of charged particle. Okay. So once again I want to repeat. if angle is 0 or angle is equal to 180, force is minimum, that is 0. If charged particle is moving perpendicular, angle is 90, force is maximum, so F is equal to BQV. So particle moves in the circular path. Particle moves in the circular path. So this is the radius of circular path, time period, angular velocity, frequency, and kinetic energy. These are the concepts. So these three concepts, every student has to be thorough. You have to be perfect. Compulsory, you are going to get the questions on the basis of these concepts. And fourth case is also there. Fourth case is also there. Very rarely you will get the applications on the basis of case 4, but some points compulsory. Sir, angle is 0 or 180, so straight line path. Angle is 90, circular path. It is okay, clear, we are understanding. Circular path. Other than these three angles, if theta is not equal to 0 degree, 180 degree, 90 degree, other than these three angles, then what is the motion of charged particle? What is the motion of charged particle? This is the interesting point everyone has to understand. So suppose there is the magnetic field like this. Charged particle is moving with velocity v, making an angle theta like this. I told you theta is not these three angles, some other angle. Everywhere velocity is vector quantity, any vector quantity making some angle theta, and we have to follow the resolution of vector. If you resolve this velocity into two components, here you will get v cos theta, and perpendicular you will get v sin theta, v cos theta, v sin theta. So then what is happening here? V cos theta, v sin theta. So magnetic field is in this direction, velocity v cos theta is also in this direction. Then here v sin theta value, it is acting perpendicular like this, perpendicular. Hence the component v sin theta causes circular motion of charged particle continuously. Since magnetic field and v sin theta both are perpendicular, so this component tries to move the particle in the circular path. But this v cos theta is parallel to the magnetic field, it tries to move the particle in the straight line path. What is this, sir? It is trying to move the particle in circle, it is trying to move the particle in straight line path. So combinedly the charged particle will move. So now you can tell me, combinedly means how the charged particle will move combinedly. So it follows a different path like this, like this, like this. It is called spiral path, spring type, spiral path. Particle moves in the spiral path, remember. So once again, if angle is 0 or 180, straight line path. Angle is 90, circular path. Other than these three angles, particle moves in the spiral path. Try to understand, very, very interesting point. Moves in the helical path. It is also called helical path, helix. Helical path, both are same. Try to understand, helical path. Here I am not going deeply into the helical path, all these things. In higher classes discussion is there. Here I am writing only few things. So here spiral path means here also radius, circular path is there, radius is there. So radius of circular path. So same model, r is equal to mv by bq, but m into velocity. Which velocity you have to write? M is m velocity. Which velocity you can write? I told you circular path is due to the velocity v sin theta. So perpendicular velocity you have to write. Radius is means circular path na. So circular path is due to the v sin theta component. First again I am asking, magnetic field is like this, v sin theta is like this, both are perpendicular, that is why this causes circular motion. So here m v sin theta by bq you can write. This is the radius. Again time period again is formula same, t is equal to 2 pi r by v. V means perpendicular velocity only. This is 2 pi. Perpendicular velocity means v sin theta. R means again mv sin theta by bq. So v sin theta cancel, and the specialty you will get the same time period formula 2 pi m by bq. So it is same. And now, so pitch of the charged particle. Pitch means the horizontal distance traveled by the charged particle in one rotation. So pitch, just like in 11th class we know parabola, it is called range, na? So it is called range. So range here the horizontal distance traveled along the field direction in one time period is known as pitch of the helix. Is known as pitch of the helix. In one time period, the horizontal distance covered is known as pitch of the helix. Once again, देखो, in this direction, the velocity is v cos theta. Velocity is v cos theta. So horizontal distance I want. So pitch is nothing but horizontal distance. Distance is nothing but velocity multiplied with the time. Here time period. Time means time period. So this is x equal to velocity means here horizontal velocity is there. That means v cos theta. So time period is 2 pi m by bq. So this is the formula 2 pi m by bq. So this is called pitch of the helix. Pitch of the helix. Pitch of the helix, remember. So pitch of the helix. This is the sentence. I told you case 4 it is not that much. So remember this sentence. And the next concept I will explain in the next class.